Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Evie if we haven't met, and I am your self-appointed big sister that is guiding you into the highest and most aligned version of you. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're talking about a January reset. We talked a little bit about this on the podcast over the last couple of weeks, and today we are diving in to your 2025 Glow Up Starter Pack, your 2025 rebrand, your January reset for practical tips for the most aligned start to your January. January is a season full of possibilities, and it's also in the middle of winter. So how do we balance the two? We think of it as a time to reset, realign, and set the tone for the year ahead. You might have picked a word of the year for yourself. I've picked one for me. Mine is bliss. If you go back to the very beginning of my Daily Dose Diaries, did you know that I'm posting a video a day during January? Video number 2, diary number 2. If you want to learn about how to pick a word for your year, go back to that video and your mind will be blown. But when we're talking about all these different things, we're not talking about perfection. We're not talking about overhauling your life. We're not talking about overhauling your life overnight. It's about starting aligned, intentional, and sustainable to support you for the rest of the year. So in this video, we're going to talk about mindset, we're going to talk about habits, and we're going to talk about glow up essentials that align with your goals, that help you step into that most aligned and empowered version of you. But if you're already thinking, wow, this is good, but I need more than just a little YouTube video, come and join my Overwhelm to Overflow course. It's a self-paced 6-module course where you work through all the different aspects of overwhelm, that chaotic, frazzled feeling, and learn how to step into the most overflowing version of you, overflowing with peace, calm, and serenity. Sounds crazy? It's totally possible. Come join the course. All the details are down below in the description. But for now, let's dive in. So step number 1, align your mindset. I want to talk about the power of intention. And I want to talk about how they differ from rigid goals. Intentions are kind of a hope, a wish. I intend to do this today. Of course, if things come up that then mean we can't do them, it's not the same as having some rigid goal that we then feel shameful or bad about. It allows us to move with the ebb and the flow of life. I think setting an intention is really, really helpful, because without having a clear sense of direction, how are you ever going to get to where you want to go? And so this could be having a word of the year. So my word of the year is bliss. And I saw my friend Candice talk about this on Instagram, but she said, she's Candice Michelle on Instagram, but she talked about how maybe think about what your year of last year, if you were to sum up last year, what word would you give that? And that might help you land on your word for this year. I'd already picked bliss, and I still think it fits. But what is your word of the year? Set that intention about what you want this year to look like, feel like, taste like, be like, and claim it. You might want to write that down somewhere, tell someone. So there's a tiny bit of accountability involved in it. And a journaling prompt to kind of help you get there could be, what do I want to feel, experience, create this year? And maybe set a timer for 3, 4, 5 minutes and just write. See what comes up, see what comes out. Your word might be waiting for you in that journal prompt. And in order to do this, we might need to release the past. You know, if we're getting into alignment, if we're aligning our mindset with where we want to go, we might need to let go of the previous vibes, you know, what happened in 2024 to kind of free us up to move into alignment. And I think there's a real importance about letting go of last year's disappointments, you know, letting them go, releasing them with peace and love in order to release yourself from them, right? So again, you could write down what you're letting go of and then, you know, ceremonially burn it or rip it up or plant it in the garden outside, you know, release it back to the earth, as it were. And this could feel super duper cleansing. It might be worth exploring. And then you also might want to have an affirmation for this year. And that could have a little bit of a spiritual tone to it, no matter kind of your faith background or spiritual path. But something like, I trust the unfolding of my path, might feel really all-encompassing of your expectation around the year. Or for me, I could say, I look for bliss in every moment, or bliss will find me this year. I'm kind of opening myself up, opening my brain up to kind of receive that bliss, that intention that I'm looking for. Just a few ideas for section 1. So that's just a few ideas for aligning your mindset. You could try one or all of them. See what feels helpful. Okay, step number 2, we're all about elevating our daily routines. So we need to create some non-negotiables that feel really nourishing, that you want to show up for every single day. And hey, they've got to be seasonally applicable as well. It's January right now, it's winter. So a 10-minute daily walk to get in some movement is a really great way to have quite a basic, non-negotiable set for yourself that you can probably reach, you can probably hit each day, that feels really nourishing. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. to go on a run. I love doing that in the summer. Oh, it feels amazing. It's pitch black outside at the moment at 6 a.m. So I'm not going to do that. But what I am doing is making sure my daily movement feels nourishing and expansive, that I'm getting fresh air into these lungs, and that I'm showing up for myself daily. And so this could look like a really nourishing skincare routine that doesn't break the bank because, it's January. This could look like that daily movement, or just something as simple as hydration. Commit to drinking the 2 liters, commit to finishing the water bottle each day. What are these small daily habits that you can infuse into your daily routine that feel, really nourishing? And this could be so specific to you, right? So this could look like lighting a candle at the beginning of each day, or changing your clothes when you finish work and you step into your evening. So many of us are working from home now, and our kind of daily hygiene, and what I mean by that is stopping work at a certain time and stepping into your evening, or having an actual lunch break. Things like this. This is what I'm talking about, to really elevate that daily routine and help you get out of that funk where everything just kind of merges into one another. There's kind of no set space or time. I'm asking you to set some time for your mental health, your emotional health, your general well-being, and I want it to feel good. Okay, so I've just named a whole bunch of stuff there. Which feels the most exciting? And if none of them feel good, drop a comment and let me know what you're going to do instead. I'd love to know. Okay, section 3, building habits that stick. So we have to start this section off by saying that small changes, shifts, compound big changes. If you struggle to get up in the morning, you're not going to wake up tomorrow morning, get up at 5 and do that for the rest of the year. That's not going to happen. But if we can start making small shifts, say you want to get outside more, spend more time outside, rather than thinking you're going to start taking a hike every evening after work in January, maybe you could grab 5 minutes outside after lunch. Building in these small shifts is what is going to create and sustain those big changes. Make them part of your everyday routine and reality. Make it something that your body is going to start craving rather than running away from. And look, it's the middle of January. I would be starting like one new thing right now. People come to session with lists and lists, reams of ideas that they have. And, they're lovely ideas, but there's no way you're going to achieve that in the next 2 weeks. I mean, you maybe want to break down that across the whole year if you're somebody who has a lot of things on their list for January. Which brings me on to batching and simplifying tasks. I think we all have to start shifting our work, our daily routines to be batched in a way that are really, really sustainable. Rather than doing this task over here and, cleaning the sink in the bathroom and then sending that email and then running to the post office and then making lunch and then getting the washing out and then sitting down to eat that lunch and then, somebody's called. That is a big old mess. But if you can batch and simplify your tasks, a little bit of thinking, let's just think ahead. If thinking ahead feels a bit hard, get ChatGPT to do it for you. But planning, batching and simplifying are game changers in winter, especially in January. This is an alignment hack, okay? And it's going to help you feel less overwhelmed. We want to simplify life. We don't want to add more in. How can you do that if you need help?
hey, book a session. And then we got to celebrate those micro wins, right? I mean, big wins as well, of course. But did you get outside today for some sunshine? That's a big old win, baby. Let's celebrate that. So this could be in a habit tracker to remind you of the things that you are actually doing, the ways that you're showing up for yourself. This could be, I think I just swallowed a fly. This could be over dinner, sharing with your family, texting your friend. Find a way to celebrate it. You're here, you're doing it. Even if it's just I made my bed. Babes, that's huge if that's not your baseline level. Good for you. Let's celebrate.
Okay, friends, those are my 3 tips to get you going this January. I've had my first ever corrupt file, so please enjoy this little sweet ending of me heading out of the garden. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Bye.